hell no. Now that's better. This is your president, Ms. Entertainment, and welcome to the Power Hour. We getting ready to kick this thing off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Ms. Entertainment. I am your president of the Real Ass People Society. So welcome to the Power Hour. We're live every Saturday at noon on Terradome Entertainment Radio, where we play the best hits from old school to new school, hip-hop, R&B, and more. So go to TerradomeENTRadio.com and click on the Listen Live button, or tune in on TuneIn or Live 365. Of course, you can go to Terradome ENT YouTube. And if you don't catch us live, you can always catch the replays on TerradomeENTRadio.com or on all your major podcast apps. Of course, I'm not in the place alone. Let me introduce my Chief Entertainment Officer, DJ Talented. Dig. I'm not hearing your voice, but first time in the studio, we got Chef Shawn Williams, co-owner of Magic Soul Restaurant. Say hello. So as we start off, how was your week?
Everything is great. I'm blessed. I'm thankful.
Well, good. Nothing going on this week?
Well, we got a big brunch going on. You know, we got a busy day with some heavy promoters, so we'll probably be pretty busy this weekend.
Okay. So you was gonna tell us about well, we'll get into that later. We're going to get into definitely interviewing. DJ Talented, how was your week?
Busy and hate my job. Well, hate some of the people at my job. So I just say it like that.
Yeah, because normally it's not the job, it's the people.
Right.
That gets on your goddamn nerves. I can testify to that. That's just Jesus Christ. My week was okay. It was okay. It was trying to survive. Like I said, getting just is not the job itself. Sometimes it's the people that just like just tap dance all over that last nerve.
Never get away from that.
I was like, why? Sometimes it seems like there's people that's in this world that's their whole job is to bring drama at work.
But that's what it's about. You know, you gotta always, even when you have great moments, they say 70% of your problems is always other people's problems. So,
well, I always say, get your own life.
You know,
figure it out. Make yourself happy, then you can be happy anywhere else, wherever you're gonna be.
I agree.
Shit is crazy to me. But we're gonna go ahead on and get into some let's talk business. All right. Now you're born and raised in New York.
Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
There you go. And own several restaurants. So what inspired you to start cooking? Did you like cooking as a child?
Yeah, I used to watch my mother. You know, it was 5 brothers growing up. It was 6 of us total. So my mother, she always cooked.
No girls.
No girls. It was only her, us, and so she cooked every night. You know, every other day, or mostly every day. Her and my grandmother used to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And then she used to work for a local restaurant in Brooklyn, for years. So as I got older, I kind of said I might as well put together my own restaurant and we create the family business.
All right. So it's just in the family, just cooking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Good. So I'm assuming that you got your skills from cooking from your mother.
Oh, 100%. I do little tweaks now, but when it comes to the bulk of everything, I know I got it from her.
Got it from mom.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, did you ever go to culinary school, or your mom's kitchen was culinary school?
It was, but as I got older, to try to get some credentials, I went to a couple of places, but they don't teach you American style cooking at these culinary places. They teach you like the French culinary style, things that we don't use in a a southern restaurant in the neighborhoods that I grew
Mm.
up in, and the
Okay.
food that I like.
Okay.
We need that though. I'm working on it though.
Yes. So you opened your restaurant. You started off in New York. How was that opening up your first restaurant?
Always tough because I realized that the people that said I can't wait for you to open, I'm going to be there every day, and to this day they still haven't stopped. Then but it's okay. A lot of times people, it's hard stepping out as an entrepreneur and
Agreed.
making these moves and these investments when you're on your own, and especially when you're in unfamiliar territory. Because I didn't know the restaurant business. I thought I could just get in, open up. I didn't know about the hood and 20,000 for this, 20,000 for that.
Yeah, that's so quick.
So the little budget I had, it was eaten up right away. So I was like grinding, trying to make money to keep up and and get things going. And I finally did it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally did
That's
it.
all.
Yeah.
It's not how you start.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wasn't giving up.
Yes,
I
it's
don't. I
never
don't
how you
have a.
start.
I don't have a give up cell in my DNA at all. I believe that.
Yeah, it's never how you start. It's how you finish.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many restaurants did you open up in New York?
I opened up a total of 7 in New York, and
Wow.
I,
That's amazing.
yeah,
You start off with one and then just spreaded it off.
that was good and bad because
Really?
I had a valuable lesson in New York because every restaurant I open up, when they hear I open a new one up, they followed me, Chef Shawn. Oh, I'm gonna go Shawn at the new one. I'm gonna go over to the new one. So the older ones, when they found out, they wanted to come where I was at because, in other words, I was kind of like branding myself instead of branding the brand, which is Magic Soul Food.
Yes.
So now I fit in as just one of the chefs. So
Okay.
if you see them open up, you don't have to say where's Shawn. You just know that it's the brand. Magic Soul Food is here now.
Because I was on my question. It was, is it franchising?
No, not yet. It's very difficult to franchise a Southern cuisine because there's so many things on the menu. You got ribs, turkey wings, pork chops. It's not the simple burger, fries,
True.
milkshake. So it's very difficult. Most franchises are simplicity,
Mm-hmm.
basic stuff that you can do and train to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
The
And put
Southern
it anywhere.
is a real Southern food, good soul food. It's with love. It comes from the heart. Like it's like watching. I'm quite sure you've been around other cooks like your mother, your grandmother, and you could do the exact same thing they do, but it don't taste the same.
Yes.
It's just something that's missing. And it's just that love, that little extra twist of the batter, or that little extra sugar they add. It's just something about it. And I learned that as I've cooked in the field.
Because being that you was born and raised in New York, is it crazy, or was it the people's like, why are you doing Southern when you was born and raised here in New York?
Well, I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood. I was in Bedford Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, so everybody loves soul food.
Oh,
That's all
okay.
we eat.
That's food.
Everywhere. Everybody grew up on chicken wings. That
Mm-hmm.
was. I don't know if that was the most affordable thing that we could eat,
Sometimes.
or because now wings, believe it or not, is the most expensive part of the chicken in
I
New York.
know.
When I was a kid, my mother said, "Go get a pack of chicken wings," and it was $2-3. Now it's a different ball game. So
Yes.
we grew up on chicken, and
Is it because we kind of like that's what black people gravitate to, so they just jacked up the prices?
I don't know what it is. I guess though it's not even. I think, believe it or not, these consumers, these big people, like even these, you know, foreigners that come to the country, like you see Chinese people open up restaurants with Southern style dishes. Yeah, they have macaroni and cheese. They have collard greens that they. I don't know how they figure it out, and fried chicken. They figure like this. They realize that a lot of African Americans, we don't like to cook because I don't like to cook for me really.
Hmm.
I don't mind going to buy. We on the move all day long. We
Yeah,
always on the
we're
grind.
hustling.
We hustling, we grinding. So we don't have time. We want something quick, and they kind of know that. So that's why they're able to come in our neighborhoods, set up, and be successful. They put a few African American workers in the front.
Yeah,
They sit in the back, put in the work. You come in there, you thrown off. Because it's fried chicken and the basic fried rice they serve,
there it is.
and for years, people support them no matter what. I never understood that in my life.
So your next move out of New York for is your restaurants. You went down to
I
Florida.
went to Florida.
Why Florida?
Well, I went down there with a partner to build a restaurant. A friend of mine, he passed away. God bless him. His name was Prom. Him and his wife Alani. We did a place called Prince Jay's in Miami Garden. It was a very popular place, but I was kind of like pushing myself away from the restaurant industry. I was just overwhelmed, like dealing with so many different employees and different personalities. It become draining. So I got to a point.
Say that again.
Yeah, so I got to a point where I just was done. I was a contractor too, so I built. I had two trades. I was blessed with two trades. I built, and I was also a chef. So when I wasn't cooking, I was building something. So I kind of like pulled away. And when I got to Florida, I kind of like got turned on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you end? I guess something came back where you came here to
Well,
Atlanta.
even though no, I got turned off in Florida. But let me tell you what happened in Florida. Me and my wife, we met there 13 years ago. We've been together ever since. Her name is Shani. Her name is Shani. We call her Shani. That's my partner no matter what, with everything we do. So one day, we went through some struggling moments. So she said,
Every
Sean,
marriage does.
why don't you start back cooking? Why don't we do a little restaurant somewhere? I said, nah, I don't want to do this no more. But every time I cook, people always talk, oh, the food is real good. So they had a flea market in Miami. So we went over there. They was renting the place out, and I went over there, sat down with the lady, and she did her numbers and calculated the rent. She said, your rent will be $250 a month. I said, $250 a month. So I said, we took a chance at it. We went in there. It was predominantly black people again. But
Where was the flea market? Which one are you talking about?
oh, you familiar with that? It was
I grew up in Miami.
it was right there on 79th, the 79th Street Flea Market.
Okay.
Right.
Because I know it used to be one of 183rd.
No, not that one. That's
Okay.
closed.
Oh,
They
they
rebuilt
closed?
that. They remodeled that. That's right.
Oh,
Right on 79th, it was two of them right across the street. We was in both of them.
okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't the best. It was days you lucky you make $50. But you know what though, I had the energy and the drive to want to continue to do what I was doing. So make a long story short, we went through that. We went through days of making no money. We still was grinding, but we still was putting our name out there.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Silver was in the back of some people's heads. They said, "Wow, that food is pretty good." Then we went to Oakland Park Flea Market, and then we pretty much was grinding. And she's a professional. She's a professional seller. She had a great job. She had a beauty salon out there that was successful. So she kind of like put all that stuff on behind and said, I'm gonna roll with you.
Oh,
And I trained her and she cooked just like me. So anyway,
that's love. Shout out to the wife.
biggest moment that happened in Miami for me, I met a guy named Terry Elliott. He owns a lot of clubs down there. He's a very popular guy down there. So when I went to him, he showed me he had a adult club down there called Secrets, and that was called The Body. Anyway, when we went to him, he just liked my energy. I told him my story. I told him the situation, and we never was struggling like we needed help or whatever the case. But we didn't have the things. We knew how to tone it down and live to our means. You understand what I
Right.
mean? We wasn't going. We knew we had to do what we had to do, but we still, no matter what, no matter how hard times was, it was love. There was like we had a great relationship. We made the best about with what we had.
Mm-hmm.
We still hung out. We still had great times. But when we met Terry Elliott, things changed because for the first time, this man and his wife, Sharita Elliott, we call her First Lady. They said, "Listen, this is a popular club now in Miami." He said, "We're gonna give you the kitchen." I said, "How much is the rent?" He said, "Don't worry about it. Just do your thing." Because his strategy was he had love for us and he really wanted us to make it. And he also was smart. He said, "You know what? I get food in there, my business increase as well." But the man never asks us for a dime.
Wow.
And to this day, anything we do, that man is our partner no matter where we go. Terry Elliott and his wife, they're great people. You
Nice.
know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, you don't see that. Like, he's a
This-
positive brother. He always willing to help people out. And I got to give him credit because, without him, and believe it or not, we was able to stack up and save up then because we was making, now our money went from the flea market, $50 a day to a few hundred. And next thing you know, we saved up enough money. Then we was able to move on and open our own restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a big part of that, him and his wife. And I gotta, give him credit. Terry, we love you, we thank you, we appreciate you. Because nobody helps nobody out.
Why is that? Because other cultures do it, but it seems like we struggle with that. It's almost still like those effects of slavery is still here in 2024 still.
I know, but sometimes you be afraid somebody gonna pass you. Like if I help this guy, he might, But for what? You should want. I want to see another brother success. So if he passed me, maybe he'll pull me to the level he's at. And then
Yes,
now we pulling each other up the ladder. Before you know it, we realize we so far on the top, we can pull other people up.
that crab mentality. I never understood that.
I never understood it either.
Never understood that.
So then now the restaurant we have, we still have it. It's been there 9 years, called Magic Soul in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Right, it's a staple in the community now. So I
Yes.
thank God. I never forget where we came from. God is great.
Yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, um, describe some memorable, I guess, cooking experiences or dishes that you've created. Because I know you say you took your mom's recipes, but you tweaked it for yourself. So, what are some of those things that are just is where you like, yeah, this is mine.
Well, I would say my turkey wings. My turkey wings are pretty good because you know what? I cook them for about 3-4 hours and they
Hmm.
literally fall off the bone.
Yeah, I was looking at
And
that.
I'm talking about,
'Cause you got
and then we have
videos.
the onions dripping off them. I mean, you know, I didn't have some vegetarians be tempted some days coming in here. Just the smell, that. You know what? I like the smell of down. Years ago, you go in your grandmother's house, you smell the collard greens. You just smell the aroma in the
Food.
air. You go, wow,
Yes.
that smells good. It's like Thanksgiving every day.
Yes.
That's what I like.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Um. So we're gonna go move on into you being a father because okay, again, we have our play coming up, Struggles of a Father's Love. That was inspired by my husband's struggle to connect with his son, June 8th. Tickets are now on sale. Not shame to plug, not at all.
Okay.
Now you have a beautiful wife and 4 kids. How do you balance having your restaurants and your family?
Well, our older kids are 16, 17, and 18.
Mm-hmm.
So they're pretty much out of the way a little bit.
A
Now,
little bit.
yeah, right. We had a son 5 years ago. He'll be 5 in August, named Chance. My wife got pregnant. We ended up having him. It's a great thing, but we kind of like had to start all over again. So he's always with us no matter what. Of course we spoil them. The kids, they spoil them. Everybody spoils little Chance. So it's something. It was something new to us. We was pretty excited. We excited to see him every day. He's a sweet kid too. He don't understand. He's still young. He's only 4. But my oldest daughter promised. She's in college. Thank God for that. She's in Georgia, in Albany University. And Naya, she graduate next year. And my son Shawn, he's a boy, but he's a cool kid. He's a
Mm-hmm.
laid back kid. But
Mm-hmm.
our kids, I would say honestly, they kind of like don't understand because we kind of like gave them everything they wanted, and they feel like they're doing us a favor nowadays. So we have to like put the grip on them. We have to start giving them responsibilities now
Kids need
to
that.
make it seem like. And then I told you before about I had 2 kids. My wife had a child.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when you bring families together, thank God that Naya, which is that's her biological daughter, she blends in great with it. She's blends in. The kids blends in better with each other than they do with us because I guess everything is online and social media. They see so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't feel they have to do anything. They don't have to buy any toilet paper, any dishwashing detergent. These type of things. I guess we have to start putting our foot down. But other than that, we got a pretty good family. We haven't had any problems with them. No major problems. You know, Kids nowadays they talk slick, but we both would check them quick though.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
we haven't had. I know your players about. You told me we haven't had any problems. Naya dad. He's a good guy. I've never had a problem with him. My kid's mother, Chanel, she's a good person. I never had any. We don't. I don't like. I'm not gonna tolerate those type of problems anyway. Though
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna let nothing come between what I built and what I'm building.
Right. Now I know you're an excellent father, but you got this because of your relationship or non-relationship with your own father. Talk
Um,
about that.
my dad was more of an example than anything for me. He was an example of what not to be like when I get older.
Mm-hmm.
He was an alcoholic. And I don't make excuses for him, and I would never shoot him down because he was a man. He made his own decisions. I just feel when you have a child, everything stops. That child becomes your priority because you chose to bring the child into the world. So you have to make certain sacrifices. There's no excuse to me for a man. I don't care what he was going through. He should have brought his. He should have went through it together. Like you never give up on your child, or you don't try to go get on your feet, then come back and get your child because it didn't go that way. Because if my child is down, I'm down with him, and I'm gonna bring him back up no matter what. If I'm not doing well, I'm gonna do what I have to do because as long as God blesses me to wake up every morning, I got an opportunity to go get a job. It might not be an executive job, but it might be something just to get the bills paid. I'm that type of guy right
And I respect that. Now, I also, because my father wasn't in my life either. Um, we became more closer. Um, actually, when I came back to Atlanta, we got a little bit closer. But even after he started getting sick, I think that's when we really became close. But I have to recognize or respect the time frame too that those men grew up in. It was a different time, and it was, sometimes. And I know you say that's no excuse, but I still have to. I give them a little grace because sometimes you know what you do. You only know what you know, and sometimes they was just that was the way they supposed to be. That was supposed to be the man, or whatever. But I agree that you should be there with your child. And sometimes I look at my husband, because I told you the play also touches on the relationship, the strained relationship between him and his biological father. And it wasn't always the man that was stopping that. It was society or even the mother.
now. No, I agree on that, but one thing I do disagree on. I believe that I can't give them a pass because even in slavery, you have men that was dying for their family. When they try to separate them, they would say, "Just kill me. I don't even want to live no more." So it wasn't that bad, like don't get me wrong. I'm a black man. I've been a black man all my life. And
Mhm.
it could be, we don't have the opportunities that a Caucasian or another race may have. We don't have it. This is why when we open up a store, we might have to sell things for a little more because we're buying it for a little more. Nobody's giving us, there's no handouts. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
have to really go out there and work hard. And that's just life. And
Yeah.
you can't blame the white man. You can't blame anybody. You have to get out there and make it happen no matter what. And when it come to your kids, I'm serious about that. I can't give a man a pass. Like I felt guilty about my dad when he passed because I didn't go to his funeral.
Oh.
The reason I didn't go to his funeral because he's done so much to my mother mentally and physically that I've seen growing up, and I seen my mother go through it. I just couldn't. Not that I couldn't forgive him, I couldn't respect him. I felt if I go support him and show my respects, that it would be a slap in my mother's face because he just left my mother in the 70s with 5 kids.
Mm,
And and it was hard. My mother worked
I'm
two
sure.
jobs. My mother, she's still alive, thank God. She worked 2 jobs. She never was in the street. I don't even remember my mother staying out overnight growing up. Holiday time, she made sure we had the best of everything. She gave it all. Nobody's perfect, but I tell you, my mother, she did everything she can to make sure, because she had pride.
Yes.
She wanted her boys to look good. She wanted her boys to. She wanted, and you know what though, and a lot of times you don't get these black mothers from those days of credit. Like we go looking for excuse for the man and don't give the mother the credit. Now, don't get me wrong, you got some women out there. What I don't understand about we're talking about black women, right? And I hope I don't get a lot of backsplash in this, but it seemed like the arguments and the problems doesn't start until you're pregnant or you're about to have a child or you just
Uh
have a
oh.
child. Like I don't understand that. Like
Exactly.
I know they got postpartum, they got all type of excuses. Oh, counseling for the woman when she had the child, as opposed to just be happy you have a good man. He might not be perfect, he might not have everything, but you might get there one day. Like the greatest movie I ever saw was Acrimony with did you see that movie with
It was Taraji.
Taraji? That was an incredible movie. When she gave up on him, he had a great plan. She gave up on him and he left. And, like she pretty much pushed him out. He came back successful. And she felt like, he was wrong. But that was a great movie. You got to pay attention to that movie.
I remember watching it, but I guess what else comes to mind is what was that movie with Will Smith and his son on this?
Oh, you're talking about Pursuit of Happiness. Oh,
Yes,
that was great.
yeah,
And you know what? Any man seeing that movie to see the struggles and see what he went through and the sacrifices he made for his son to make things happen, it got to be inspiring.
yes,
It was
agreed,
inspiring.
agreed.
Stuff like that touches my heart. It touches my heart like that. But
I know DJ Talented has something to say on that the pregnancy thing.
Oh yeah, because this is exactly when she started acting dumb.
oh yeah,
Yeah, after she had him, within a month or so, everything went straight south.
that's what happens. And unfortunately, that's like a pattern. And I don't know what we need to do. I don't know. I don't know. We're not being. I like tough love. I don't want you to sugarcoat nothing. I thank God when I had my wife is known for like having attitudes. Not with me. Like people think she's mean, but she's not like that. She's a sweet person or whatever the case is. She's just serious. There's nothing wrong with that. But through the pregnancy, I thought I was gonna go through. I never went through anything, but I figure like this: I do what I got to do, and I understand. Sometimes a man has to understand. Your wife is pregnant, so sometimes you have to pay attention to. It might be certain things you wasn't doing before. You might have to do now to make her feel, I'm here for you no matter what.
Yeah, because she is carrying another human being inside her body, just tearing up her damn insides.
Right,
She's swelling up.
right.
Her back hurt.
But
She going through a lot, and then you have to push all that out of your body.
what I don't understand is this: like, I don't. I think as black people, we don't try hard enough to save our relationships. We give up too soon. The first thing when you're arguing with your woman, the first thing she tell you to do is get out. And then the man ego, I'm getting out. I ain't coming back. I'm gonna find somewhere else. Now you're in separate households. So now you gotta go see the son here and there. Next thing you know, she's in a relationship, you're in a relationship, and now the son is just out there. He has a mother, he knows he has a father, then he don't have that love like that. And that's one thing I don't never want to do. I want to always be there for moms no matter what.
Okay,
I'm not a perfect father. Don't get me wrong, because the thing
nobody's
I do
perfect, right?
that I don't have the time that a average dad may have because my kids say I'm always working. I work too much. But if they really sit down and think why I work too much, they'll realize like, wow, that dad was really working to make sure I had the things I wanted and needed, even if it's down to paying the bills, so you have a shelter over your head or food in your stomach, or
Mm-hmm.
they don't realize that.
They will once they get older.
Yeah, they get older, they don't realize.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking, how do you balance all that? Because you got a lot on your shoulders.
Right. The only thing I could say that I could critique myself on is that I just don't have the time that I would like to have because I'm always doing something. I'm trying to slow down now and try to have a
Good.
little bit more time, but the other kids are older now, so maybe I don't know. Maybe they look at it and say, they used to me always working. So, but I have fun when we all together, even up into today.
Okay. So, what is the most important thing to you as a father?
As a father,
Mm-hmm.
is being a positive role model. I want my kids to look at me and say, you know, um, I want to have it. My drive is everything, and I want them to have a drive to always want more, and I want them to always believe in themselves because when people tell them no, I want them to
Prove them wrong.
prove them wrong.
There you go.
I don't want to see my kids like don't have the confidence like I have. I'm a very confident person. I think I can make anything happen. I don't take no for an answer. Believe me.
Okay.
I don't take no. I like them. I keep pushing.
All right. What's next for Magic Soul Food?
Well, we're in Sandy Springs now, and we have a big location, 5,000 square feet over there. It was a big project. A lot of people said, "That's a huge project," but we might as well go big and stay home. I don't want to do a small project, and people say, "Oh, it's too small in there. You should have got something bigger." It's like you can't win for losing in
No.
life. But we've been getting a lot of support. We've been putting a lot of love in that food over there. We're not perfect. Don't get me wrong. You're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have employee problems. There's nothing you can do about that.
No,
There's
not at
gonna be
all.
days 3 people from the kitchen call out, and you don't know that as a customer, but you in there frustrated because you waited a little longer. But we still try to deliver you with fresh food every day. We don't
Good food.
save nothing to the next day. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you get your chicken, it's not sitting in the warm. It's coming right out of the deep fryer. Turkey wings fresh out of the oven, 3 4 hours. And we're doing all right over there. We got a big brunch this weekend. We in Sandy Springs on Roswell Road, and we've been getting a lot of good feedback.
So talk about your hours and the days you're open.
Well, recently we was only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the reason I started doing that with restaurants the first few months because I wanted to fill out the staff. I didn't want to open 5, 6 days a week and now have a bad staff. So now I got to stay open because I'm committed to be opening. And I got to figure out the staff while we open, and it's just too much stress. So I open up 3, 4 days a week when we first open and see how things go and see who I need to eliminate or I need to hold on. Like we opened 3 months ago, and I think maybe there's one or two original girls there out of maybe 20
Wow.
already. Because they come, they go, and that's how it is. This restaurant is like job hopping. They go from here, they go there, they talk about this place, talk about that place, and as opposed to saying I'm gonna grind it out. This is a new place. Maybe one day it'll be one of the biggest places here.
Right. So have you moved to, or are you still the couple of days on the weekend, or have you moved to being open 7 days a week?
Starting the following week, we're gonna be open every day except Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay.
We're gonna be open up. We're gonna have a situation called Magic Mondays. We have brunch Sundays. We have a lot of different events, and everything is going well.
Well,
A lot of good
good.
people. We have an event space too, because you can the restaurant side alone, you can bring about 250 people, and we did a lounge side. The reason we did a lounge side because this is a hookah town. So
This is
what
true.
happens is this: the people coming from church, they don't want to be around smoke and people smoking hookah. So we like the family setting of a restaurant. You bring your kids in, you sit down, you eat, that type of thing. So we don't want to lose that. So what we did, we created a separate side just for like booths and private events. You have a U bar over there, real
Hmm.
nice, and you can smoke your hookah over there if you want, and you can relax.
Yeah, we got a chance to see all that, but that was, I know he had, yeah, I believe that was your brother.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was there. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So he said he got about another week, so I can't wait to see how that
Oh
thing
yeah,
is
and
now.
about in two, we just ordering the chairs. Me and my wife, we're gonna order the chairs this week and put everything together. It's gonna be real good. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah, it
real
looked
nice.
like it's gonna be
Yeah, it's
nice.
gonna be real nice.
Yes,
I
yes,
like to create something nice because you give people a place that they want to come to. People have pride nowadays. They want to come places and take pictures all over the place. So you
yes.
want to try to. My wife is big on that. Everywhere you go, she want just a
Just
photo
take a
op,
picture.
photo op. So she's
Nothing
on my
wrong with
back.
that.
I hate the greenery walls, but you got to at least put one in that wall right there. Everybody come there and want to take a picture on
See,
that
she
wall.
knows.
She know, yeah, right. I listen to her.
So, what's the best advice you've given and the best advice you've received?
But the best advice that I was given is, I would say the best advice let me say the best advice I ever received was, believe it or not, I've seen something with, Kevin Hart says a lot of great things. He has a video talking about always start what you finish, never give up. He says a lot of inspiring things, even though he's younger. He's younger. But I'm just saying, as a kid growing up, I didn't have no role models or nobody to look up to. I kind of looked up. I didn't even have my brothers or whatever. We was even though it was an age difference, but I didn't have a brother I looked up to. I kind of like learned things on my own and just figured it out. I went through some problems, growing up as a kid in Brooklyn. Everybody, when you're in the streets, things happen, and then you get to a point where you just say, "Nah, I want a better life for myself."
Mm-hmm.
You want great things.
Mm-hmm.
But let me see something. People I've heard all the time, like, just don't give up, just keep pushing, no matter what.
There you
People
go.
gonna always doubt you, and it happens.
It
People
happens.
doubt you all the time. These are people that go behind your back and talk about you. They be like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. I hope you do well." And they go, "Oh, that ain't gonna work for what?" They
It's too much energy to shit on people.
they put they fears they add their fears in the mix, and that's what
Yeah.
it's them that's saying it won't work for them, but it might work. It's gonna work for me because I'm
Yeah.
confident.
You keep it going. Just the fact that you're there is working.
Right. And me, I tell people you don't never give up on what you believe in. You just keep
Mm-hmm.
pushing.
You keep
No
pushing.
matter how many times you fall, you keep getting up.
There you go.
Believe me, you keep getting up no matter how many times you fall. That's how I believe that. You know.
Well, I'm going to go ahead on because I know you got some work to do to get to that restaurant. So we're going to go ahead on and let's get to the real ass question of the day.
Okay.
All right, real ass question of the day. Your best friend is marrying your sister, right?
Right.
That's if you had a sister.
Okay.
I'm sure you got some play sisters or
Okay.
cousin females that you're close to.
Okay.
Okay, so you are the best man, right? Again, this your best friend,
Okay.
and everything is going great. So the day of the wedding, after your play sister walks down the aisle, the preacher asks him, "Do you take your sister, to be his wife?" Your best friend says he's not ready to get married, and he just say, "I'm sorry." Now they at the wedding.
Right. Right.
He's standing right there. She's standing there. You standing next to him because you the what you call it, the man,
Best
Best
man.
man.
best man. There you
Right.
go. What do you do?
Well, to be honest, brother, sister, whoever, I try not to get involved in people relationships.
Mm,
It had to be something in him that I don't know that could have happened. There's two sides to every story, so it had to be a reason for him to get cold feet at the last minute like that. And even
mm.
though that's my sister, I don't know what goes on in the household. So, no,
Could you still be friends with him? Could
yeah,
y'all still
I'm
be
quite sure.
cool?
I'm quite sure he'll explain to me why he felt that way, or maybe he just wasn't ready. He felt he was being false, and maybe my sister was putting the pressure on him. Listen, we need to get married, or we need, this ain't gonna work. And he just thought he can do it, and when the reality came, he just couldn't pull through with it. So I'm an understanding type of person.
I
I'm
see.
not a biased type. Just because it's my sister or my brother, I have to understand.
Okay. What about you,
Right.
DJ Talented?
I guess when he put it like that, it is what it is because that's your friend for however many years, and then that's your sister, your sibling. Of course, you're gonna be kind of irritated with the situation because you don't know the other part of the situation, which is him. He haven't explained that to nobody yet. He just don't want to go through with it. So it's got to be a reason why he don't want to go through with it, or as he said, the man was forced into it almost, and he was just like, "No, I can't do it." So uh, he, that's between a rock and a hard place. Will I be mad at him? Mad at him for hurting my sister if that went that far. If she had that love for him, 'cause some people just get married for no damn reason. But if she really had that love for him, I would be mad at him for a while. But you gotta explain something to me, partner.
You know what? When you listen to you explain, I say, I guess you're probably right. But initially, I'll be mad as hell because it's like, you going to wait until now to say you don't want to get married after
You
she's
be mad
standing
or
there?
embarrassed?
Yeah, she's standing here, now she's boohooing. And you couldn't wait. You could have told her before she walked out the aisle, before we even got to the church.
Now you know your sister now. Now if you got the sister that's like the sweetheart, that might be a little different. You'd be like, wow, and he's not ready because he still feel he got more stuff he want to do out. You know, then you'll be frustrated.
I would definitely be frustrated. Now, could we still be friends? It's gonna take a minute because I'm still gonna be looking at him side eye because, like you said, now if I know my sister is just one of them, I say, okay, I get it.
Right.
But if she's, she truly loves
Man,
him,
come
she's
on,
doing
bro.
everything, she is that supportive, and then all of a sudden he had a epiphany that he wasn't ready to get married. You could have done this before she walked down the aisle. 'Cause, I mean, she don't walk down the aisle in front of her mama, in front of everybody for God, and she's ready. And here you go, nah, I don't want to get married.
Man,
That's tough.
that's tough.
That
You're
is
right. It's
tough.
tough.
So I think we could come back from it, possibly, but it's gonna be a minute. I need you to explain, and we might need to take a break so I can just
That,
get out of my feelings.
that might not never work because if it really happened one day, she might feel that he really don't want to do it. He's just doing it to satisfy others.
That's kind of crazy. It's like you could have waited. You could have done this before she walked down the aisle. Because now you got them friends looking like, I
But
told you.
I agree with now hearing what he's saying. I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed off too.
Yeah, man.
I'll be frustrated that we went through all this, and now you wait to the day.
Yeah, y'all are y'all at a
Did that
destination.
yesterday.
Yeah, you're at a destination where a place. I
Now
could
you
have saved
spicing
that
it up.
money. Could have
Yeah,
saved that money.
Now you
she keep
spicing
on
it up.
adding stuff now.
Just saying.
Right.
All right, let's get to celebrating some Black excellence. All right, every week we recognize and celebrate the achievements and contributions African Americans have made to this country. We recently did some filming at the International Women's Day luncheon where Fonnie Willis, the Fulton County DA, was the keynote speaker. During her speech, she mentioned a lady that was inspirational to her. So today we celebrate Fannie Lou Hamer. She was a voting and women's rights activist, community organizer, and a leader in the civil rights movement. She was the vice chair of the Freedom Democratic Party, which she represented at the 1964 Democratic National Convention. Hammer also organized Mississippi's Freedom Summer along with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, also known as SNCC. She was also the co founder of the National Women's Political Caucus, an organization created to recruit, train, and support women of all races who wish to seek election to a government office. She's accredited to helping and encouraging thousands of Black Americans or African Americans in Mississippi to become registered voters and help hundreds of disenfranchised people in her area through her work in programs like the Freedom Farm Cooperative. Hammer died on March 14, 1977, at the age of 59. Her memorial service was widely attended, and her eulogy was delivered by U.S. Ambassador of the United Nations and former Atlanta Mayor Andrew Young. She was later inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame in 1993. So, today, Fannie Lou Hamer, we salute you and your contributions to making this country great. All right, announcements. Night of Expressions Music Showcase, March 30th, starting at 7 p.m. We are having some amazing performers doing some amazing things. So, starting off with some spoken word from Free Will, Justin Payton, Sonale, and Jay Wrights. Also performing the Princess of R&B, Jamesia J, and new hip hop artist 478 Baby, and debuting the song Onto the Sky, platinum receiving artist Pam Olivia, Jamesia J, and Seven Reasons. Um, this is going to be great. So get your tickets. It's $10 in advance, 15 at the door. Get your tickets now at noeatlanta.com. That's Night of Expressions Showcase. Now, moving on to Night of Expression Open Mic and more at the fabulous Magic Soul Food Restaurant. Claps. Open mic is coming back and on your way for April 6th, starting at 7 p.m. Come get your soul and your belly fed. We will have some amazing featured artists, open mic, plus giveaways and more. That's April 6th, Night of Expression Open Mic. Get your RSVP because this is a free event at noeatlanta.com. All right. Now, the food ain't free, but you can attend open mic. Make sure y'all know that. But the food is excellent. If you have, you got someone.
Yeah, what we want to do, I just thought about what you said with the tickets. You said they're $10 a piece.
No, that's for the showcase.
I know, for your showcase.
Yeah.
I know. And with the singers and everything. Magic Silver, we want to pay for 5 couples that want to, you want to, I don't know if you want to do some type of.
Oh, we can do that.
giveaway.
We do some giveaways.
We'll sponsor 10 tickets from you for 5 couples to go out on us. Have a good time.
Claps, claps, claps.
Of course.
I will make a flyer for that.
Right.
Yes.
So we'll take care of that.
Thank you. You so nice.
We like to see people have a great time.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. If you're a high school minority student and interested in the world of music, then I have the workshop for you. Starting in May, my nonprofit From School to Possibilities will host its first workshop for the year, Reimagining Music. I will take a maximum of 16 minority students through a jam-packed 5 Saturdays workshop. We will be providing insights into the music industry, a panel discussion with producers, writers, singers, and we will have a business challenge around creating a song. Also, we will have I call her my international EDM queen, she will be doing a class on the business of music, which is very important. And the winner of that, they will debut their song at the hit stage play Struggles of a Father's Love. Applications are open. For more information, go to fromschooltopossibilities.org. All right. And the hit stage play Struggles of a Father's Love is coming back on June 8th. Embark on an emotional journey with our powerful play, delving into the struggles of a father navigating connections with his son and reconciling a strained relationship with his own father. This heart wrenching and thought provoking narrative is an exploration of family dynamics and will resonate with anyone who's faced challenges in their own relationships. So join us for a moving experience filled with original music, performances that will uplift the resilience of fathers fighting for meaningful connections with their children. Immerse yourself in this compelling story of love, growth, and perseverance. Tickets are on sale. Go to soafl.com. And that is our show. But before we close, we need to pay some bills. So here's a word from our sponsor, Terradome Entertainment. Terradome Entertainment. We turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. If your dream is to become a photographer, we have a nice intimate photo studio just for you. If you want to record that next hit song or do voiceover work, we have a state-of-the-art studio also for you. If you want to professionally record your own podcast, well, we have that too. Check us out at www.terradomeentertainment.com. We are the only ones to turn your fear of dreaming into amazing realities. All right, shout out to Dude over there, producer extraordinaire, for some of those beats. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at info@terradomeent.com. That's info@terradomeent.com. Final words, DJ Talented.
Live life, love life, and take care of your kids, man.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Final words, Chef Shawn.
Well, we here, Sandy Springs, 86 8610 Roswell Road. We there. The food is great.
Food is great.
It's coming with love. And we here for the community, man. We love our people, man.
There you go.
All right.
All right. Real as check your truth time. Life is going to always have its ups and downs, and during the downs you can let it keep you down. Now, I know you have to go through your emotions to let out your frustrations, but after that you must get up and keep going. Embrace the opposition as as a chance to test your strength, courage, and determination. Stay focused on your goals. Use the hurdles as motivation to push harder and strive for excellence, because it will always there will always be downs. With perseverance and a positive mindset, having that is key. You can turn opposition into opportunities and emerge stronger than ever before. Remember, diamonds are made from pressure. I am your president of the Real As People Society. God bless you and these United Motherfucking States of America. And Real As quote of the day: staying positive doesn't mean you have to be happy all the time. It means that even on a hard days, you know that there will always be better ones coming. Join us live every Saturday at noon for the Power Hour with the Real S People Society crew here on Terradome Entertainment Radio, and catch the replay of this show and others on terradomeentradio.com or on all your podcast apps. You can hit us up at IG at Power Hour _raps _crew. I am your president, Ms. Entertainment. You can contact me at MIZZ _entertainment _ATL. And my chief entertainment officer.
DJ Talented _1 on all socials.
All right. Chef Shawn.
You can reach us at Magic Soul Food _Atlanta.
All right. I'll leave you this. As always, be kind to each other, love one another, keep God first. Thank you for joining. Stay safe, and we're out.